Okay, so I'm gonna start this video off with, I guess, a hot take. So be warned, just because I voiced my own opinion, it doesn't mean that it's fact. You got that? Alright, good. So I think the Mastiff is the worst shotgun. Considering there's only 3 shotguns in the game, there's not much competition in that department. So why do I think the Mastiff is the worst shotgun in the game? Well, I have 3 reasons. 1, it shoots projectiles. 2, the one-shot range is inconsistent. And 3, it's a shotgun. To get the obvious one out of the way, a shotgun that shoots projectiles isn't exactly ideal when you're in a balls-to-the-walls movement shooter. In any given fight that isn't pitting you and your opponent face-to-face, you have to account for the projectile travel time, where you're aiming your gun, how fast your opponent is, and whether or not you have to commit to that second shot, where if you do, you have to redo all those steps. And to add insult to injury, since we're talking about projectiles here, that means that this thing is affected by the gravity star. So unless you're planning accordingly, more often than not, the gravity star can be a pain in the ass. As a result of the projectiles as well, the one-shot range can feel so inconsistent at times. Like, I swear, sometimes I'm right in somebody's face and then my shots just don't kill? Of course, this is probably just a skill issue, but this definitely plays into the longer ranges. And finally, well, it's a shotgun. A lot of the maps in Titanfall 2 have long sightlines or open areas, and sadly, most of the time, shotguns aren't going to be very good unless you're running certain tacticals or playing on certain maps. Sometimes it's both. Okay, now how could I possibly justify the other shotguns in being better? Well, I'll tell you. The second best shotgun, I think, is the Mozambique. There are 3 reasons why I think the Mozam is at least a little better than the Mastiff. 1, it's got a tighter spread. 2, less pellets, which equals more damage per individual shot, even though the Mozam can't one-shot body shot. 3, it feels a lot more consistent. While you may not be able to one-shot enemies in close quarters, I feel the Mozam definitely feels a bit more flexible in the range department because of the tighter spread and less pellets. As a result, I feel like when I use the Mozam, I'm trading that less consistent one-shot of the Mastiff for the more consistent 2-shot punch of the Mozam. And granted, if the stars align, you could still one-shot pilots if you dome them in the head. And so that leaves us with the last shotgun, the EVA 8. Now, I used to be a non-believer of this weapon. At one point in time, I truly believed that this was the worst shotgun in the game. But let me tell you why I think it's the best. Number 1, it's hit scan. Yeah, that's it. No, really, that's all it is. It's got the same 2-shot kill as the Mozam, but because it's a hit scan shotgun, it's 10 times easier to use while on the go. Coupled with a fast fire rate and a decent mag size, this thing is truly a force to be reckoned with in close quarters. Although it definitely has the lowest range, this can be fixed with some decent movement. And yeah, that's about it. I know this video was kinda short, but I figured I would get my thoughts on the shotguns out of the way, since I was gonna have to tackle them eventually, and I didn't want to make like a 10-minute video essay over a few words. Anyways, I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, and I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.